Phoenix. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson, option right. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
55 my guy, 55. I got it. Hey, go orange. Orange. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Block 80! Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Bang, 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 bang. Monday. Watch 49. Bring it. Bring it.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up third down.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Right, hey, hot. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Way for the second time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
8. Lock 49. Man, I got you. Watch twist.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Ready? Select 5. Mike, 49. Watch the screen. Check three. Alert.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good. That time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Show that bench release and go.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
7-7.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
50. Hey, orbit.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Jackson, option right. He can run for it, and he will. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard.
Line 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Wait, 89.
Rivers now from the 50. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set 180. Black 15. 54. Bandit. Bandit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 against the Baltimore Ravens.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check it back. Check it back. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. 50.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Hey, watch that, watch that. Run 80. Mike, 54. Hey, Delta. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the
Rivers to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Back. Check right. Watch 55. I got it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing again. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
Baby's crying.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Hit that! 180! Let's go, D. Snipper! Snipper! We got 4. We got 4. Check, 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 check. 49, check 49, check 49. And 58 is a much.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because missing the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check, 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 check. Watch safety screen, watch safety screen. Safety screen.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Samuels again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On second down, Samuels. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Still touched out of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
44.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. There goes a deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready. 18 Gator, 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Mike, check 390. 390. Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bravo. Tighten down. There you go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 50.
On third down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 31-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it back here and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, Roethlisberger able to find Switzer. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on first and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Put that team on it. Wall. Get wall. Check 31. Check.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down, all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Alpha.
From the 41, Rivers. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set them back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Check 390, black 15, keep it skinny. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Mike, go. Mike 54, record. Mike 5-4.
Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch the slant. Deuce. Orange 5-4. Hey, box truck. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Rivers to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Benjamin's got it. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. Touchdown. 54. Watch the run.
Jackson, option right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, D. Switch. Put it to Jet Bomber. Put it to Jet Bomber.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Check three. 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 60-yard
Ready. 190. Get that quarterback. And all talk. Watch out. Q.
On first down, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, first team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they run with Edmonds, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Steelers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
They'll run with Edmonds. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Black 20.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On second down, Samuels. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuels and his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.